Think about the most embarrassing thing you did this week. The stumble, the awkward thing you said, the outfit you second guessed all day. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth: almost nobody else remembers it. In fact, most of them never noticed at all. There's a name for why you're so sure they did, and once you understand it, you'll feel a little lighter for the rest of your life. It's called the spotlight effect. It's the reason you feel like there's a spotlight following you everywhere, exaggerating every flaw for an audience that, honestly, is barely paying attention. Let me show you the experiment that proved it. In 2000, psychologist Thomas Gilovich ran a now famous experiment at Cornell University. He asked students to put on a t-shirt that most people found embarrassing, a big photo of the singer Barry Manilow on the front, and then walk into a room full of other students. Before they walked in, he asked each one, "How many people do you think will notice the shirt?" On average, they guessed about half the room, roughly 50%. The reality? Fewer than a quarter of the people in that room actually noticed. The students dramatically overestimated how much attention they were getting. The spotlight they felt was almost entirely in their own head. So why does your brain do this? Two reasons. First, you are the constant center of your own world. You experience every second of your own life, so your flaws feel huge and obvious to you. But other people are the centers of their worlds. They're worrying about their own hair, their own awkward comment, their own day. Second, it's something psychologists call the anchoring problem. You're so anchored in your own experience that you can't fully imagine how little of it reaches anyone else. Everyone is the main character of their own story, which means to them, you're a side character they barely think about. Here's where this becomes useful. Once you really absorb that the spotlight isn't real, a lot of fear gets quieter. Scared to ask a question in a meeting because you'll look stupid? Most people forget it in minutes. Nervous about wearing something different? Almost no one will register it. Anxious about posting your work online? The harshest critic in the room is you. A simple mental trick. Next time you feel that spotlight, ask yourself, will anyone here remember this in a week? Almost always, the honest answer is no. And that's freeing. But there's a flip side worth sitting with. If nobody is watching you as closely as you fear, then nobody is watching them that closely either. The same shield that protects you from judgment is the one protecting everyone around you. Maybe the kindest thing we can do is remember that every person we meet is fighting the same invisible spotlight we are. So the next time that spotlight switches on, remember the Barry Manilow shirt. The audience you're so afraid of? They're not even looking. If this made your shoulders drop even a little, there's a whole playlist of these waiting for you. I'll see you in the next one.